Hey, Mark, I asked Andrew about this as well, and Nathan Beaulieu. What, how would you describe the intensity level of that scrimmage compared to, say, in a normal season when you don't have any preseason games to get ready for Thursday night?
Yeah, that's a hard thing. I don't know why I have a mask on. You try to get your reps and you try to get up to speed. Obviously it's tough. You don't want to be hammering your own teammates, but that's kind of the nature of the beast. Every team is dealing with it. Every team's got to figure a way to get up to speed. So, I think today was a little better than the last skate. So we got to keep ramping up until Thursday.
All righty, we'll move on to the next one. Go ahead, Ken Weeb from Sportsnet.
Afternoon, Mark. What's going to take to create a little bit of separation in the North Division with the teams so evenly matched going into the season?
You just got to be ready for every game. I think that's the toughest thing is, it's going to start quick and you got to be right on the ball right away. So, we got to just take it one game at a time, not think too far ahead of ourselves. We just focus on each game, each stretch and, do what we can to get wins. That's going to be the biggest thing. And, the team that stays with the longest and for the most consistent amount is going to be the team that's going to.
And we'll go next to Carter Brooks from Game On. Go ahead, Carter.
Hey, Mark. How does it feel stepping onto the ice the first time here, taking a look at some of the seat coverings, the new center ice logo, maybe fans who haven't seen this yet? Can you tell us what it's like looking down on that as a centerman, seeing the tribute to Dale Hawerchuk, who obviously had much importance in your career?
Yeah, obviously, what went through, what happened in the summer with Dale is something that's tough, very tough for me. But that's something that, he's watching all of us. He's watching down on me and, he'll be taking care of me from heaven. So, all you can do is try to honor him, work your hardest every single day you're on that ice and know that you're doing everything to honor him and his name and his family.
And we'll go next to Jeff Hamilton from the Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
Mark, when you look around the North Division, it looks like all these teams kind of, everyone talks about the parity and how there's lots of parity in this group and how anyone can finish anywhere. But when you really look at these teams, they all kind of, I don't want to say they look all the same where they're top heavy, a lot of scoring power. As someone who I'm sure has looked at the division, what are you expecting from this division in the games? Are you expecting high scoring games? What are you expecting from this group?
I don't think anyone knows what to expect. There's, any game can go any way. I think that's throughout the whole league. It's not just our division; it's the whole league. There's going to be a lot of a lot of good games, a lot of good hockey teams playing against each other, and in the North Division, I think it's just going to be magnified. All being in Canada, we know the fans that we have in Canada, not just in Winnipeg, but all across the country, and that's exciting for us as players. You get to play in some of the biggest rinks, with some big coverage and a lot of people watching, which that's exciting. That motivates us. That motivates you to work that much harder. So it'll be fun hockey. We won't know what each game is going to have because we haven't experienced it yet, but I'm sure it'll come on us pretty quick.
And we'll end off with Mike McIntyre from the Free Press. Go ahead, Mike.
Mark, just to expand on Carter's question about playing in this building, being back here today, I think the first time in about 10 months, where do you see home ice advantage being an advantage this season, given the fact that it's unlikely we're going to have any fans in the stand? Is there such a thing as home ice advantage, or are there still some comforts of home that maybe help a team?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to create that home ice advantage. Your building, your boards, being in your own bed, eating food that you're not used to. I think that's home ice advantage. You kind of see it in the NFL. There's not a, the playoffs, the home field advantage isn't that different. With not a lot of fans in the building and not being screaming and yelling, but I think you have to create that home ice advantage by being comfortable in your building, being comfortable in your own dressing room, being comfortable in your setting, in your own home, in your own bed. I think that's going to be the determining factor who rests the most, because there's going to be a lot of games and very few days. And when you're at home, you got to use that time to rest and recuperate and be ready for the next stretch of games.
Thanks very much, Mark.